On the Tate Plate, it's lazy plant-based lasagna and Italian zucchini. So first we're going to go out to the garden and gather some baby spinach. This is a cool weather crop. It grows over fall, winter, and spring for me here, and very challenging to grow in the summer. So I like to grow it while I can in the cool weather. So we're going to gather the rest of our ingredients. We're going to gather some shredded carrots, some sliced onions. I'm going to use some whole wheat pasta. We're going to cook that. We're going to use the vegan ricotta from the tomato pie recipe. We're going to use some spaghetti sauce, some vegan mozzarella, and some soy crumbles. Now I'm going to brown that up a little bit, crisp them up in the air fryer so they look a little prettier for me. And a note about the mozzarella, it does add quite a bit of fat, so I go really easy on it, but it does add just a little color to the top. So we're going to saute our onions and carrots in water. I added some Italian seasoning. Love to hear that sizzle. Next, we're going to layer everything into the pan. Now, again, you can use whatever you want to use, whatever, vegetables you want to use, whatever kind of pan you want to use, whatever kind of noodles you want to use. I'm just using this because it's what I had available. It's a lazy way of doing it, and I sped that up so it's not going to take us quite so long. But I just layered in. I started with sauce, then the cooked noodles, and then the vegan ricotta. Now I'm going to add a little sprinkle of the mozzarella. The spinach, you could saute it or soften it a little bit. I wanted it to really hold up well, so I just put it in raw. Then we're going to add the carrots and onions. And then we're going to add a layer of sauce. We're going to add a layer of crumbles first. I didn't want a lot in there. I'm not a fan of meat, so even the meat texture, so I just put a little bit in there. I'm not a fan of a lot of sauce in my lasagna, so I just put a little there. Another layer of noodles. Going to squish that down a little bit. Try to make it fit in this too thin of a pan. Again, vegan ricotta. And you could smooth that out better. I know it's going to melt and make little runny spots, so I'm going to be good with just tossing it in the pan. Another little bit of the vegan mozzarella. And another layer of vegetables. The spinach, carrots and onions. Again, if you have a deeper pan, you can just keep layering. We're going to top it off with sauce. Now this time you do want a little bit more sauce. You want all of the noodles to get covered. If they're not covered when you bake them, they get just real crunchy. So I did miss one and it didn't go well. Nice and crunchy pasta is not really what you want. I should have waited and put my pretty little sprinkles on the top after I squished it, so I did put a few more on top to make it look pretty. Then I'm going to throw this in the oven. I did 400 for about 15 to 20 minutes. You really just want it to get good and hot and melt the cheeses. While that's in the oven, I sliced up some onions and thin sliced some zucchini and tomatoes. Water sauteed it in the pan with some Italian seasoning. Super easy, super yummy. And there you go. A lazy plant-based lasagna and Italian zucchini. I hope you enjoy.